Erudia, an ancient land where gods walk among men. A living, breathing, high fantasy world that we want to put into your hands. But we cannot do this alone. In order to bring you back to what tabletop is all about, combat, exploration, adventure, we need your help to bring it to life. By supporting us on Patreon, you can support this project and the cast of Moonskull, with our promise that we will answer to the only people that matter. You. Legend Seeker. Your legend starts here. Forge your path. Shape your destiny.
Hi, I'm Frost. I'm here to do some writing for Legend Seeker, even though Dave seems to be happy. Trying to figure out why, because he's saying that. Oh wait, okay, I'm not following what you're saying here, Dave. You're all over the damn place. Are you drunk already, Dave? Anyway, I'm Frost. Regardless of what's going on in Dave's head right now and happening on the keyboard, I think Tarkin's typing for him. I'm here to do some more lore writing for the Godlands, and that's part of the world of Erudia, the land that the gods once walked in. And this is for the Legend Seeker role-playing game up there. You can see up top. Person that matters is ... Very episode of Walmart grocery delivery and doing all the swooshing. Yeah, no map stream. Do you actually, I'm trying to figure this out, Dave. Do you actually hate it when I work on maps on the stream? Because it's part of building the lore of the world. I'm trying to figure out if you actually hate it or not, because me being me, not be able to understand inflections in people's text, I have no clue. Don't drink just high in 2026. I don't believe it. Do not believe. Just believe. Nobody could be high in 2026 yet. There's not enough of it. Let's see. Oh, I was putting a note in here for myself. I'm writing up an NPC quickly. I haven't named this person. I'm just putting notes here. I'm trying to come up with some more mover and shakers in the world. Movers und Shakers. I don't know where he's going to be headquartered. We're going to figure that out. But I also have to figure out the rest of these tower things. Since you're first listening to your right. Got it. Yeah, occasionally I have to take a break from the words to do the drawings. Occasionally. Sometimes. Once in a while. And it also makes me come up with weird things like Neckbone Alley. And Veronica and her desire to get kelp to become a thing. Something like that. Man, my jaw is sore because when I was out outside doing stuff, I had a delivery. Like usually, if I have a delivery come, I stop the people. Like my ongoing battle with people not coming onto the ice of my driveway, and this guy didn't stop right away, and I stepped out of the way. I was like looking at him. He's like, oh, he was looking at his phone. And so I stepped out of the way, and stepping out of the way, I stepped onto more of the ice and slipped, caught myself with my elbow, but technically punched myself in the jaw because it landed like that. Like, hey, I'm me. And I was like, ow. So my jaw's kind of cracked. Like, ow. But it could have been worse. I could have punched him instead. Wait, I didn't say that. Or I did. Yes, exactly. Draw me. Just draw me. Tarkin, you must name him. Him you must for Tarkin. Tarkin. Clunk, crank, clonk. All right. So if I go here. I'm burping olives and pickles. Yes, I had both olives and pickles as part of my snack. And Swiss cheese and grapes. And what else did I have? Little cookies. It was quite a snack. And I'm also finishing up my sparkling grape juice from last night. Woohoo! But while I'm doing that, I'm working on a few things in the document here. I'm adding an evil wizard who wants to use Grix's power to actually kill all the gods. His scheme is different from the Brotherhood of the Gilded Veil, where they're like, oh, we need to learn all this about how to become gods and transcend life and all this. And he's like, what would work really well is if we killed all those gods and released all their power. Then that power has to go somewhere, right? So his plan is kill them all and become the god. He may be insane. But the cool thing is he's also trying to kill the undergods as well. He's set his sights high. Wizards. What are you going to do with them? Olives are evil. Okay, Chrysanthemum, I'll get my charcoal. Name him Foo. Foo. Did you call me a fool? No, it's my name. Foo. Why are you saying it like that? There's a W at the end. Why? What? That doesn't sound right. Who would name someone Foo? Stop mocking me. Fireball. Shadow Warden says, Chrysanthemum, I have a resolution to stop making bad puns, but let's be real. I'll probably repeat them. Wah, wah. That's a real reason he's evil. Kika showed up in a dream and made fun of his name. Stop it. You're mocking me, aren't you? Maybe. And he, for some reason, had an asthma inhaler, acne, big glasses, and a weird striped shirt with a white collar. And she was the cheerleader queen, mocking him at lunchtime. He pretended like she was going to sit with him and then said, nope, and walked on by and made fun of his name. He'll never forgive her. Unbelievable. Hello, Alaska Jeff. Howdy, howdy, howdy. In addition, like I was saying, into this, I'm writing up a little bit more about Kailas Fontius, the Agrine healer who wrote the cool book on medicines and healing and herbology and stuff that's still studied by people to this day. I'm I'm also entering the information from the gods that Erudia revealed into this document. So adding those things. And I may give some mentions to them. I don't know who's read them, who hasn't, but we'll go over them slightly. Just, the basics of them in the stream here. We always need more puns, not less. So ahead of my time, I've already broken my resolutions. Well, you're set up for the next year. Bam! I don't make New Year's resolutions, so I win. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, Kylus Fontius. This day. All right. So we put him there. And these are the undergods. Where did I put? I started. Oh, here's the entries. Okay. So the first one we're going to go over here while I'm typing stuff up is Bolveth, the god of murder and pain. We don't need your stinking gods. Not whining, I'm just celebrating responsibly. Wah, wah. That's horrible. Bolveth is chaotic evil. The domains under his purvey are pain, death, and evil. He's a lovely fella. His only ally, you guessed it, is Grix. His enemies are technically most of the gods, but chief amongst them are Oriel, Mordecai, and Nya. Oriel, because she's all about love and beauty. He's about pain, murder, and death. Mordecai, because he's about death, but not death for death's sake. And Nya, because, Nya is all about nature. The holy symbol is a hooked blade entwined in a loop of chain. And he has a paladin order. A horrible, horrible paladin order of horrible, horrible people. Oh, I gotta fix this. See, this is why I'm also doing this, because as I'm entering them, I'm doing text like editing so I can actually see how the things lay out properly. And yeah, you'll see me moving stuff around. His paladin order is called the Flens Guard. You figure that one out for yourself. The Divine Realm, his lacunae is the Screaming Warrens. I'm going to say, Erudia, the Screaming Warrens sounds like a 60s band. It's just 5 guys named Warren. A member of the Godly Court? No, he is not a member of the Godly Court. He's a bad, bad god. This is Chrysanthemum's patron. I don't think Chrysanthemum is a follower of the god of murder and pain. I don't think. So I'm not going to read his entire thing, but few speak Volveth's name aloud. Fewer still do so without flinching. He is the knife in the dark and the slow turn of the rack, a god not of death as an end, like Mordecai, but of an exquisite artistry that can precede it. Known to the condemned and the cruel, Volveth exalts in suffering as revelation. Each scream is sacred hymn, each scar text in flesh. You. Worship of Volveth is neither legal nor public. His altars hide beneath cities and rusted catacombs. I'm going to highlight that. Rusted catacombs. It's bloodied basements, yes. No choirs, no sermons, only rituals spoken through broken teeth and breathless moans. Clergy of Bolveth bear marks of initiation carved in their own bodies and walk the world as instruments of correction. They do not convert, they demonstrate. Temples are not places of comfort, but stages of revelation through pain. So yeah. Unnatural resistance to suffering can be granted to his those he favors. His most grievous curse is the inability to feel pain. Yeah, he's a charmer, that one. It'll be fun to put some of his notes about where these might be hidden in certain cities. Oh, if you go down here, you'll find the Temple of Bolveth. Don't go there. I'm just warning you. Don't go there. We got another chaotic evil god. Come in. I gotta fix some stuff here. Alignment. We'll move the domains over. Oh, let's see. Allies. We should probably put because it lists Calypsis as his ally, so we'll list Calypsis as Bolveth's ally. All right, let's see. The Paladin Order. The Rut Blast, Divine Realm. Let's move this over. Boop, boop. No. Boom. All right. We'll fix the paragraphs here. His reading style, well, he has a very specific writing style, yes. Maybe if she's dealing with me in combat, I think Erudia thought there need to be more evil gods besides Grix. Well, yeah, I think so. No evil pun god. There's a limit to cruelty. You can't put some things on paper. 2020 vision for 2026. Better late than never. He said the line and kick. Did he? Did he? Oatmeal beard Saya. Or wait, Omnia. I read that as oatmeal beard Saya. I'm like, huh. I got Omniot beard Saya. Got it. That's so kelp. Think that covers the stream lore stuff. There, you hit it. You have boiled Erudia down to its basics. This book of the setting for the Godlands, it's just going to have, we're going to change the cover. Effie's going to do a totally new cover now. It's going to be a girl standing there doing this and saying, that's so kelp. And everyone else just face palming. It's just Veronica is it. Hypocrisy ends that one. Reform. Let's see. Where is I think I missed the okay, there we go. There we go. There, though, loathed. Okay, that's the next section. I'm just trying to get some of the spacing a little easier here. Okay. Easier to read. All right, so Calypsis, the Blighted Maiden. She is also chaotic evil. Her domains are disease, pain, repose, and secrets. Allies are Bolveth. She's not even Grix's ally. She's just Bolveth's ally. We thought that'd be the companion cover. Oh no, I think we'll just put Veronica talking about kelp on all the covers now. Change them all. Through all that hard work and all that money that's been spent. Just Veronica. Enemies are Oriel, Nya, and Xander. Xander is a good enemy. Her holy symbol is a flower with 1 perfect petal and 5 rotted ones. And her paladin order is the Rot Blessed. Her divine realm, Lakunai, is the Weeping Garden, and she is also not a member of the Godly Court, weirdly enough. So she is a mortal who went through apotheosis to become a goddess. The worship of Calypsis is a prayer spoken through clenched teeth, a hymn whispered over a festering wound, a revelation found in the slow unraveling of perfection. Once mortal, now divine through unnatural means, Calypso stands apart from Erudia's pantheon not only in method, but in philosophy. She teaches that all flesh is flawed, all beauty is a lie, and all gods bask in hypocrisy. One side of her body radiates the mournful beauty of a grieving maiden, while the other seethes with rot and corruption. Visage is split between pity and bile. Her voice, a lullaby stitched with poison. Artists who dare to picture rarely agree on her proportions, only that she is unforgettable. He feels she's a necessary force. I asked Erudia if she was popular with the corrupted mums. What did he say? Everyone needs a good mum. Boom. Time to listen to some different music. There we go. Ooh, okay, I cracked my jaw. Ooh, that feels better. Luckily, the next god is not. Oh, weird. This one preserved the format. How did it do that? I'm going to have to figure out how I did that. Saves me a lot of time. Cronalis is the god of seasons and time. This god is neutral, which I still find just so weird as an idea. But that's me. Domains for Cronalis are nature, time, weather, and renewal. Allies are Arendor, Mordecai, Oriel. I gotta figure that out. Oh, okay. Froste is Mordecai's one of the faces of Cronalis is allied with Mordecai. Zerath is the enemy. Holy symbol is a 4-pointed wheel, each quadrant bearing an icon of a season. The Verdant Aegis is the Paladin Order. The Divine Realm is the Ethereal Arbor. Arbor, not harbor. Arbor. Cronalis is a member of the Godly Court as a lesser deity. Cronalis is a singular god formed of 4 distinct personas, each tied to one of Erudia's seasons. Where other gods maintain fixed domains and temperaments, Cronalis flows like the turning year, never still, never wholly one thing. He embodies the balance between beginnings and endings, growth and decay, warmth and cold. To mortals, he is a symbol of transformation and cyclical wisdom. Now, iconography. Iconography. I speak the words good. Cronalis appears as a towering figure composed of 4 transparent overlays. The Spring Maiden, Verinda, bursts with verdant life, flowers in her hair, and dew glistening on her robes. Solvan, the Summer King, radiates heat and vitality, clad in sun-bright silks. Caltheron, the Autumn Sage, bears robes of woven leaves, and speaks in quiet riddles. Froste, the Winter Warden, is wrapped in Frostforge armor, solemn and still beneath the silver helm. His voice, like his farm, is a chorus of 4 tones, harmonious, clashing, and ever-changing. This reminds me, I'm going to have the, because remember we were talking about festivals and things that were happening? One of them is going to be, there are going to be in some of these kingdoms, like Fryland specifically, going to be having specific harvest festivals, changing of the season festivals. They're going to have a bunch of them based off of these 4. So they'll have, the Festival of the Summer King, the Autumn Sage, the Winter Warden, and the Spring Maiden. It'll be fun. Exactly. All the festivals. They're going to have all the festivals, and many of them will have sausages because they like to eat sausages. Whereas in Agrium, they like to eat a lot of grilled meat. and fish. All right. So Cronalis' origin sets him apart. He was not born of divine spark or shaped by the will of the keepers. Instead, he was forged in the ascended citadel by 4 mortal siblings who, through love and unity, passed the divine trial together. Their souls merged, creating Cronalis, a rare living miracle of shared divinity. Though considered a lesser god in rank, Cronalis commands vast mortal reverence, worshipped across Erudia by druids, farmers, historians, and those who understand that change is the true constant. This is a specific phrase that is used specifically in relation to Senna as well. Change is the only true constant. His clergy, called cycle keepers, are storytellers, gardeners, and guides through a life transition. The changing seasons mark their rites, and their vestments shift color with the calendar. Note to self, and note to you guys, and note to Erudia if you're watching this later or watching this now. When did Cronalis ascend? You may have mentioned that in here, and I don't remember it though. Nope, you didn't. Okay. I can't remember because it might matter for one of the NPCs that I created. I'm just saying it would be useful to know. Beer brats, exactly. Yes. If you want to go to the Onion Festival, you go to Fryland. You don't go to Xandria. You don't go over there to Agrium with those people in their marble halls and their beautiful roofs and their perfect streets and stuff. You go to Fryland and you frolic with people in a gravel-covered, what would you call it? I guess it would be a fairground, a parade ground, with people sitting around at wooden tables drinking beer and eating onions. Unlike those people in Agrium sitting around drinking their watered down wine, water flowing through their streets, living the high life. Advanced savages. You don't like onions? Wait, you don't like onions? You don't like olives? What is there left in life to like? And you don't drink? Well, Dave, there's nothing left. There's nothing left. Next, you're going to tell me you don't like sauerkraut. Write it in the chat to remind him. I'm going to even ping him even though he's not here. There we go. Now you know my sad life. Not the sauerkraut. I know. I mean, quite honestly, I hate sauerkraut by itself. Just eating sauerkraut is like, why? But put sauerkraut on top of a piece of schnitzel. Put sauerkraut in a bun with a good like red hot frank or a brat or something. I'm like, oh, this is what it was meant for. Now I get it. He's always here. Look at that. Yeah, I figured I'd put it here because if you looked at it. So, hey, there you go. Erudia, I had a question for you about Cronalis. Because before I made up Kylus Fontius, the Agrian sage, who is kind of the forefront of modern magic, healing magic, and also mundane healing, who wrote the Secreta Viridius, the secret of plants, basically. And I was wondering, because I think some of the stuff that he would have been dealing with could be tangential to maybe a relationship with that creature, but I haven't decided even when he lived exactly. So I had to learn to like it when I was German. Now I don't understand why Americans hate it. The first time I had it, which was when it was good, was when I was younger at family house because, you know, they were all German. But when I was in Germany, I was comfortable with it on things, with things. Cabbage isn't good. Why would you want its garbage sauerkraut? So, okay, so Dave doesn't even like cabbage. I'm waiting. Okay, Dave. What is the food you do like? Do you like any kind of seafood, or is all seafood crap? I'm just asking the questions that needed to be asked. Right. So, okay, that worked out. So, my mom was born in Germany. Does that mean she can make sauerkraut? Nope. Flexible. The main thing is Cornelius should come before the three-headed monster god. Okay, good. All right. So, I'll look around and see like where we can fit it into the whole setup, because I have Kylus being basically really important to all this, and he had some followers that, in the wake of him kind of disappearing and leaving the world, kind of became, you know, rivals to each other. But I think when he was alive, he may have had something to do with instructing them or setting them on the path, possibly towards their godhood. I'm trying to figure out how that all works. Did everyone like the new gods? Yes. People are saying they're terrifying. Well, Cronalis is not terrifying. Cronalis, I think, is actually not terrifying, and that is a good thing. Chris has a crush on Bulveth. You don't mind tuna noodle casserole, but nothing else. Okay, so Dave eats one thing, tuna noodle casserole. Dave, you would love my tuna noodle casserole because I make it with macaroni, like nice macaroni, elbow macaroni, and it's tuna and, you know, whatever kind of cream soup that I want to put in there, cleaver mushroom, whatever it is. But I make it with mushrooms and a healthy cover of cheese on the top and a lot of cayenne pepper. So you'd love it. It's amazing. Okay, you'd hate it. Ew, mushrooms. Noodle casserole. Oh, okay. Roasted bit sounds good. That sounds great. Okay, got it. It's a really, I love making tuna noodle casserole that way. I make a whole casserole dish full of it, and then I have it for days. Fun guys. Wah. Yeah, and the other thing too, Erudia, is I'm going to be naming some of the festivals, especially in Fryland, also in Solinor, and some of the things that people do in the Caustic Strand and in Senna's Fallen area. Not as much in Keyruin places because they don't ever do it, but definitely in Agrium, because like you said, Cronalis is kind of like a big hit with the people, just not as major of a god, but it's something they can really understand because people are very in sync with seasons, seasonal things, and especially since the gods have kind of been more away. Seasons changing is something that's in their face all the time, so they're kind of coming back to that. Hey, the seasons are really important. They kind of drive our lives a little less than the gods do. So they are more along the lines of like, yep, we're having the Summer King Festival. That's a god, right? Yeah, that's the god. That's Cronalis. Oh, that's right. Yeah. But some people may forget like why they're doing it. They're just like, we're having the Summer King Festival. Duh. Zakul isn't terrifying. That is one of the next ones I'm going to be editing over onto here. Now, how did I do this? I did copy text. No, that wasn't it. I don't know. Somehow I copied the entire entry of one of these and it preserved the formatting properly when I was moving it over, which was nice, unlike the other ones, which was weird. But I can't figure out how I did it. Yeah, I don't. Let me copy it this way once. I'm going to see what happens here. Oh, yeah, it worked that way. Okay. Wow, it's a matter of one different type of a click. Okay. I'm going to grab the Galoo. Galoo is a happy guy. He's just a hungry little baby. So Galoo, the insatiable maw, the lure of reavers. Also, chaotic evil. Domains, destruction, strength, chaos, and hunger. He has no allies because everybody hates him. Enemies are Zirath, Davila, and Orin. By the way, also one thing I did put down here, I changed one thing in my entry here because I'm moving the entries in this book for my reference. Under Bolveth for allies, you had Grix. I put Calypsis as well because you mentioned that Calypsis is an ally of Bolveth, so I figured they should have the entries. If that makes sense. Bolveth wasn't that dark. Hungry baby is frightening. Kyle and my other ear screaming and cussing. Oh, great. Just a few severed fingers. I mean, fingers aren't scary when they're attached. Why are they so scared when they're not attached? Let's see. The holy symbol for Galoo is a triple-jawed maw. The Paladin Order is the Iron Maw, and his divine realm, the Lucana he is in, is the Hungering Reach. He is not a member of the Godly Court. Galoo is a divine aberration, a god formed not through grace or purpose, but through twisted circumstance and divine spite. 3 snarling heads, 1 gnollish and cruel, 1 gobblery and wild, 1 bugbearish and brooding. Galoo is a chorus of hunger, rage, and cunning that speaks with discordant unity. His hulking body, a massive fur, scale, and muscle radiates brute power and unending wrath. Each of his heads bears its own mind and its own hunger, yet all share a single purpose: to devour, dominate, and endure. Unlike most gods, Galoo was not born of celestial will or mortal ascension. Instead, he is a cursed fusion of 3 monstrous souls forcibly granted divinity and condemned to share one flesh. Flesh! Neither are heads. Possible. Hello, Cajun Corey. Haven't watched a Moonskill stream since last year. Wah, wah. Let's see. He's a cursed fusion of 3 monstrous souls forcibly granted divinity and condemned to share one flesh. Betrayed by their creator and rejected by the pantheon, these beings were bound together and cast into divinity as a cruel compromise. The result is a deity that is as much a weapon as it is a warning. Yeah, some of these creatures that we were talking about over here in Kiru, like the Giger, or the creatures up near Lake Gultur or in Nuckland, those places are definitely, there's some Galoo shrines out there somewhere, definitely. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see. Chaos of battle. Among the pantheon, Galoo is loathed, feared, or pitied in equal measure. He has no allies, only enemies who dare not speak his name without caution. Zirath, the god of war, scorns his savagery. Davila sees him as an embarrassment. A broken tool she helped unleash. Orin would see him destroyed if possible, but even he admits the difficulty of destroying what was already forsaken. To speak of Galoo is to speak of hunger unending, not just for flesh, but for vengeance, for purpose, for meaning in a world that discarded him. He's the monster behind the siege, the roar behind the uprising, the god who knows what it means to be rejected. So he endures, he devours, and waits. He's just a sad, sad kid. Yep. Wow, Cajun Corey, you're on a roll. I'm surprised she hasn't banned you yet. I'm just amazed. He's got so much restraint. Last, I'm not doing the entire entry for all these because people can read them if they're a member over there. But Zakul, the god of fortune and misfortune, he is chaotic neutral. Domains are luck, wealth, risk, and chance. He has an ally in Kika. friendly rivalry, Grix, an occasional scheming partner. His enemies are Orin, Davila, Nya, and Oriel. So it's really a good idea to have Orin and Oriel, the kind of the head of the pantheon, being your enemy. Not really. His holy symbol is a golden coin cracked down the middle, one side smiling, the other weeping. Paladin order is the Gilded Hands. His divine realm, the Lacuna, is the Gilded Dominion. He is not a member of the godly court. The god of golden chances and glittering ruin, a deity whose favor is as fickle as a gambler's dice and whose wrath often arrives cloaked in velvet. Before his apotheosis, Zakul was a mortal noble of exceptional beauty and cunning, rising through Erudia's courts with a disarming smile and a heart as cold as coin. I wonder if we should have him. Do you care if I make him specifically Agrian? Erudi? Might need to give him a 5-minute timeout. Hey, Psychosis. Or Psy. What have I done? Wolf driving you crazy? Okay. But I do hate Zakul because he feels too much like another Mort. I'm just gonna say another Mort. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just noting it. He was probably an Agrian noble. Now, in the terms of when this happened, if it was before the God Killer War, he would have been isolated, kind of, the one of the people from the Big Island. But if it was somewhere a little later, prior, getting close to the God Killer War, he could have been from somewhere else. So I'll look around and see. Maybe it makes sense to somewhere else. But I think Mom, I'm hungry. Chrysanthemum Wolf. Oh no! He'll be fed in about 2 hours. All right. Sandra despises him. Yep. All right. So we'll wealth charm and blah blah blah. God, I hope not, Gino. I hope not. I'll have to do everything in my power to make that not happen. I'm just saying. Let's see here. We're going to put... this on. This over here. Hungry for hands. Last night Calvino was down here. I decided to flop on the couch. I'm like, I'm gonna flop on the couch, and he, for some reason, decided, he's like, I'm not tired. Your feet look like fun. And he kept trying to nibble on my feet, like, damn it. And then finally having to put him outside. Like, buddy. He's like purring and all happy. And I'm like, yeah. You're going to crash early, Cajun Corey? Oh, no. Your God know the world, any and all of them do not need another more. Yeah, you're right. You're not wrong, sir. All right. So, I'll put those farther there. It just shows you that gods are essentially stupid. Which the wedding guests would agree with you. They're just spoiled babies. Well, some of them, with the power to level mountains, but still, babies. Let's see here. Oh, that's an interesting link I've never found before. Oops. Did that not copy? Oh, it did. Okay. That was weird. Etymology of that word. Let's see. Sune. Dave, you don't like sauerkraut. You don't get an opinion on Mort. I think Mort is more like fourth party. Cleaning up some leftover rice and gravy. Rice and gravy. Leave it out so I can eat it while you're not looking. More the poor knock. He's Temu something. I'm sorry you think so, Erudia. I'm sorry you think so. But everybody has to have one thing that they're totally blind about. Huh. Oh, there we go. It actually found it. Okay, here we go. Okay, where is that word from, though? Yeah, I'm using the ad blocker on that page. Duh. Duh. Let's see if it finds it here. Oh, interesting. Sorry, I'm looking up the etymology of a word here. Okay. Okay. That doesn't really help. that word sort of makes sense, but it also doesn't at the same time. I'm looking up some old Saxon and old English words and trying to figure out a couple of them to use together, but that one is weird. Anyway, wait, says the blind guys. Frost literally blind about everything. Ha! Wait, what? Art for all his perfection is a bit, Tim. Oh, see, you use the word perfection, so I think you're a little confused there, Erudia. With no kids. Jensen says sauerkraut is good in a few sandwiches, bratwurst, and that's about it. Yeah, I agree. I like it on sandwiches, I like it on a bratwurst, and I like it on schnitzel, and that's about it. A bit dim. Oh, I missed something here. Oh, you know, the Leering Center. Oh, people. Oh, by the way, Erudia, one thing I was writing up was I'm trying to come up with some more modern day, like current day bad people, and possibly some good people too, but kind of movers and shakers that would be around in like the present day when like players start a campaign. Like they may have heard whispers about Galdag or another wizard or something, because I have one wizard here who wants to use his ideas that he wants to use as a perversion of what the Brotherhood of the Gilded Veil was trying. Use the power of the keepers, the things that Grix understood, to not just become a god, you know, like, hey, divinity's within our reach, let's get it. More like, hey, divinity's within our reach. Especially if I kill all the gods, that releases all this divine energy, and it's up for grabs. So obviously, you kill the gods. And he is searching for ways to do that, but he's starting with the undergods. And he's interested in trying to kill them or steal their power, however we can do it. So he is a crazy, crazy wizard, because he's making really bad decisions. He's a smart guy, but he's also insanely powerful, so. Don't worry about Dave. Dave's just trying to be sensationalist. He doesn't believe any of it. Okay, it's all right. He's just doing clickbait. Old clickbait Dave. What? Clickbait Dave. Sour gas. Oh, also, Erudia, I did ping you to find out if we're playing our game tonight. I can't remember if you responded or not. Oh, you did. As now we're still good. Let's okay, all right, got it. Never mind, you answered it already. Ignore me. I'm so in what I'm doing, I didn't check the other part of Discord. In my defense, I have so many Discords that I have to scroll up to find all the notifications for everything. And down. Sauerkraut is disgusting. Ignore Frost? He said something? Yeah, exactly. Huh? Huh? Thanks, Roxanne. That's great. Love it. Fantastic. The best. You're the best. Or the worst. Now, one thing that this made me think of too is when I was talking about the gods there. We have Calypsis. I think it's Calypsis, right? She's the rot lady. Yeah, the blighted maiden. So I think I'm gonna modify the Rotmoot. This is the part of the Soul Spires. It's all, you know, corruption and everything. That possibly some of these guys also worship her, because technically most of the time they were kind of like on the fence between Arendor and Mordecai, because they're like, Well, it is death. It's a natural death. It's a horrifying death, but it's totally the way things go because everything should decay, right? I think we're going to throw Calypsis into the mix for some of these people because we've got the rot wash, we got the rot boot. There's the fungal ant that's in here, and the leprous druid that runs the place. I think they'd be great candidates for also kind of paying lip service to Calypsis because and it's not far from where Lubun and these hills up here where a lot of mums come from. I mean, a lot of mums live. I mean, technically they come from down Xanatha, but the mums are going to be definitely up in these areas. What does the frost say? Eek, 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 eek. I don't know, something like that. Tolerate. Yes, tolerate you. I'm going to tolerate you forever. I had a fun time explaining to somebody once the difference in my mind and technically the difference between acceptance and tolerance. They didn't like it. They didn't like what I had to say. Yes, Dave, we all know you want a bromance with DD. Yep. Yes, Dave has posters. You. Let's see. Yeah, I'm making a note in my mind here because I'm gonna add some bits to this. Now, one of the other things that I was thinking about here when I was looking at this, murder and pain. I was trying to find another place where I could be placing the idea of a hidden temple to Bolveth. Obviously, there's got to be someone somewhere or a few of them here there in Agrium because people are horrifying and gross. I think it would actually be kind of fun to have one somewhere out here, but it's such a small group of people in Seabreak Haven. It would be difficult to justify having a little hidden shrine to Bolveth unless there's like a serial killer there, which could be. It could be. I have a calendar. I have no idea what any of that means, Dave, but I'm happy to not know what you're talking about. Haha. I'm lost when it comes to whatever you're saying there. Let's see. What was this? What is Oop, there we go. Okay. My music just took a weird turn. I'm sitting here listening to 80s music, and then suddenly it popped up the song from what was the name of this movie? I don't know. There was a movie that had Ted Danson and Whoopi Goldberg in it, and she did a song for it called "Just Go Away" or "Go Away" or something like that. It's Gloria Stefan. I'm like, what? Why? Oh, the past is just weird. It's full of weird people. All right, so I had one more note here. What was this note? Life is full of weirdness. People are strange, but you know, luckily you can get past them sometimes. And then you get to the new year and everything's fine. Um, all right. Oh, I left Rift before Serenity seduced a real more. Blech. All those bugs he penalty password. He's lying. He's listening to Vanilla Ice. Oof, boy. No, I'm really hoping that does not come up. Oh, people are weird. All right. So then yeah, I could. I'm trying to think about this Bolveth thing. Definitely an Agram. I can have one somewhere in, the Island is huge, but I think they would definitely be in the area of Lost Valara and some of those little towns and villages and stuff with all the death, murder, undead, and everything around there. I think that could work. Yeah. Okay. I'm just thinking about this. And these aren't things that I'm going to necessarily say, hey, bah, it's in here. Because if we're not going to go into a lot of depth of like the specific towns and the setup for the town, I don't have to mention it. But if it's a salient point to like a certain ward of the town or a part of the town or something, definitely can do that. Put it in there, mention, hey, by the way, they've got a nice little shrine to Bolveth here. Rick Astley on repeat. Oh. Now, the next song that just started is Locomotive Breath. I wonder if I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a note to myself because in because in Fryland and Solinor and those other places, I'm going to make a note to myself about the festivals because we'll have to write those up. Yeah. But one of the things in Ukgalu, his setup is temples to Ukgalu are not constructed; they're taken. They take a structure and defile it. Well, I think it would be fun somewhere out here along this area to have one, but I think it would be really cool to have one somewhere in Lost Valara, but also somewhere out here in the salt marshes, the areas. Like they took an old Thalassian ruin and they've turned it into something. Could even be the temple that Flarp used to sit on. It's now a temple to Galu. Yep, an hour after this ends. Chrysanth is correct. She's the one who told me that earlier. Yay! Let's see. Veronica's That's So Kelp franchise. I'm going back to Kick here because I had the window minimized. Going back quite a ways. That's So Kelp franchise will spread throughout the realm. Star Kelp subsidiary. Kelp matcha lattes. Oh. My kids are digging a 4-foot deep hole in the backyard. At least they're outside. Whoa. Onion pale ale. Interesting. Wow, Cajun Corey, that's horrible. Protect Flarp. Poor Flarp. We'll see if we can get him into... I would like to work him somehow into the adventure that Moss is writing. I'm going to have to talk to him about Flarp and see if he could work it in somehow. Work poor Flarp into the adventure. The problem with putting anything that is a character that's kind of interesting that you want to advance the story with and put in there is 90% of players are going to hear something, see something that's not like normal, or it's like a shadowy figure on top of something, and they're just going to be like, light it up! Shoot first and ask questions later. So you have to introduce a character like that in a way that shows that they're not a threat. Like the people that wake up and nobody noticed during the evening that the thing snuck in and left them like 2 rabbits or a bunch of berries that he collected or something. So he's trying to be friends with them and drop food off or give them something or do something for him because he's watching over him. He's like, hey, these people seem nice. I'll help them. Maybe they could be my friends. So he'd have to start doing those things, and then they'd have to see him, you know, doing the thing, like gathering the thing, or with a rabbit, like, trying to give them a rabbit, this one-winged gargoyle, and then kind of make the connection themselves, because otherwise you're like, there's a shadowy figure. Kill it! Wait, why? Because it's a shadowy figure. Kill it! Okay. Oh, yeah, they'll kill him 9 times out of 10. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Poor little Flarp. Let's see. Okay, I'll space that out better. Okay, what do we have after this? Man, I cannot believe how much money and how many followers people get. And literally all they do is reaction videos. Because after I listen to that song, it's like, ooh, here are 783 videos of people's first time listening to this song. Look at my reaction. And these views have like 90,000, 100,000, 250,000 views. And it's literally them just sitting there going, oh, ooh, oh. But that's society. It's society. Hot videos. Yeah, there's so much of it. And meanwhile, if you go to like some of the band pages that are on like YouTube or Vivo or whatever, is like a famous band will have like 400,000 subscribers. And some blue-haired person who is sitting there listening to their videos has got like 6 million people. Like, oh my God. It goes to show people want to watch people playing the game, not the people who made the game. So it's not enough to appreciate what it is. You got to have somebody react to it to tell you how to feel. There we go. There's our lead into 2026. Reaction videos. Speaking of that, I'm going to start reaction videos on my channel. It'll be me reacting to everything like this. And that's all I do. It'll just be this the whole time. I should put a reaction video up of something and it's just the sticker in the center just sitting there. I'll pause it every once in a while to go. Yeah. See, what's weird because it says it loves reaction content. They're actually, as far as I can tell, they're not creating a damn thing, but they're still getting away with it. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Is that considered creation? Is that YouTube is okay with that? And that's like, because they're not showing the whole video in its entirety. I guess. Maybe. I should start doing reaction videos of people's reaction videos. Like, this guy sucks. He's got the worst reactions ever. Look at this guy's face. John Madden style. Marking all over his screen. Or I should start doing reaction videos of other people's just normal videos. Is that loud? Can you reaction video somebody else's video without getting hit? Now, if it was a sound engineer critiquing it, that would be different. Now, here's the thing. Some of these people who do the reaction videos are like, classical opera star or classical opera singer critiques videos. 600 million, billions, gazillion followers. Because it's a girl. A pretty girl. And they're like, well, she's reacting to something. What is it? I don't care. Shut up. But there are also couples who do reaction videos, all kinds of stuff. So I'm curious if people do that. I should look and see, because I know people review like role-playing supplements. People review like things like we're doing. But those don't seem to get as much traction and view. And it could be because of the content and music is just easily accessible and people are like, oh my God, I love this song. Let's see what this person has to say. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the metric. I don't know. Developed my own video game about pirates. Player said the main character didn't look like a pirate, so a patch is coming. Someday I'll tell you guys if I want to sit here for 10 minutes and tell you the whole pirate joke that somebody told me. It's such a long joke, though. I just never tell anybody. I lose through the point in the corner and occasionally nod. Oh, yeah. Gonna make videos of me telling dad jokes and puns, and Crescent's gonna make a reaction video to that video. How long before we can say a reactor is going nuclear? It's a good question. Too many people want that stuff. Asmongold is an example of someone who reacts and adds a little to justify, but he's still just playing other people's content. Hey, and he's made millions and billions of dollars off it, right? I'm just trying to figure out how to get 500 frickin' people to subscribe over to my YouTube channel. I can't get anybody to subscribe to anything. Doesn't matter what I do over there. Meanwhile, somebody will put up a video of just an AI VTuber thing, and suddenly they've got like 4,000 subscribers. I'm like, oh my God. It's crazy. Sorry, I'm making notes on the side here while I'm doing this. I'm copying things out. If you're still here, Erudia, I'm talking in my brain. I'm in my brain place. I'm thinking because I have a section under if I can find it. I thought I was going right to it. I went way past it. This is the secret of Erudia. Crap. Where did I put it? I'm trying to find the section that I have that has artifacts and relics and stuff. Let's just go. There we go. Because I was thinking, I have a couple things. I have Arinthus Cheval. It's a special mirror used by Arinthus Sirin Kadesh, which is an artifact out there. I was thinking of having one of Zakul's, like a coin. Like a specific coin that looks like his holy symbol. I don't know exactly what it would do, but it would be interesting as something that could show up in somebody's like change. Like, and who knows what kind of an effect it would have, but it would be interesting to see how that would affect things. I don't know, it would be like a random effect because he's all about chance and gambling and all that stuff. But or if it would be granted to somebody who's down on their luck. I don't know, it'd just be kind of an interesting thing to see what that does. Because you specifically say, you know, he's a lesser god, but his worship spans every coin person at Erudia. So could be fun. Have you considered showing a boob? Reaction channel to the TTRPG streams for Moonskull. Yeah, I'll get those guys. Oh yeah, the old guys shooting everybody and taking them out. That's kind of entertaining content for people who love that sort of stuff. I'm not one of them, but what do I know? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out for the year coming up what kind of stuff I'm going to actually do on my YouTube channel because I'm setting aside time during the week to try and make more shorts. And I've got to figure out if there's like a formula I can use in Wondershare or something, or Wonderdraft, whatever it is. Wondershare? Whatever the editing program I use. I remember it so well. Set up something so I have more things set up so I can just put the raw footage or the raw video or audio in there quickly and make a short so I don't have to sit there and edit things forever. But we'll see. We'll see. Hello, this eccentric. I see you over there. A few minutes late. Oh, I just got another message. Oh, all right. I just have to find something quickly. Let's see. All right, I'm adding another picture in the photos section on my Discord for everybody who wants to see horrible pictures of me from my childhood. There. To prove to you guys that we had dags. Now, one of these dogs was a dog that showed up one day, and he looked so skinny. He got freaking huge. Because these two dogs just showed up at our house one day in 1980, and we're just like, "Where the hell did you guys come from?" Because we had just adopted another dog, like literally days before. It was like an Irish setter kind of looking dog, and then these two showed up out of nowhere. And we're like, "How did you guys come from?" So suddenly we went from having 3 dogs and a few cats and chickens and stuff to having 5 dogs or 6 dogs. Actually, we had 7 dogs at that point. Now I think about it. Farm life. Play better games. This game sucks. Hey, this is a typing game. Where I type. I'm listening to The Sultans of Swing by Dire Straits and writing lore. Okay, that is where that goes. And Ari and Asa, Issa Pierce. So I'm going to go back down to my artifacts. Hello. There we go. All right, where is her name? Marca. We're gonna rename that. Foul. Okay. Blah 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 blah. Okay. We're gonna rename that at some point. Let's see here. We're gonna be doing this. Let's see. Where is it here? Okay, here we go. What is a word? Oh, well, that doesn't help. That doesn't help me at all. Let's look up thesaurus. That really doesn't help at all. Oh, that kind of works. Gotta use the word legendary here. I'm creating more artifacts and stuff because I want to have more stuff in the world like that. Let's see. You guys are being so quiet in chat all of a sudden. Where'd everybody go? They finally released Typing Simulator. No, I hope they didn't. Nobody wants that. Or does someone want? I don't know. Somebody want that? Oh, weird. What did my... Oh, my thing crashed over there. Okay. My tab crashed. Maybe that's why chat is being quiet. Or everyone's just busy. So I want to have some legendary blades. And I want to have Vulcan have made these during the war. Okay. YouTube? Sounds about right. Yeah, it crashed. Yeah. Coding my first JavaScript game right now. Why did I choose such a stupid coding language? Why? Alaska Man Jeff. Why? You should have gone with Python. I don't know. I don't know if that helps. Maybe that doesn't help. So I am creating a thing here, an entry for the 7 blades of Vulcan. They're all of similar style, but crafted in differing materials and bearing different runes, finishes, and wrappings. They all resemble a basic longsword basic shape, though of astounding craftsmanship, light, deadly, dull, unbreakable, truly inspired God's hand. Legendary blades were forged in the midst of the God Killer War. They're given to mortal heroes and godkin to fight against the... What would you call it? I'm going to have to name all these things, aren't I? Oh, let's see here. What would be a word for that? Revenge, not revenge. I'll go with reprisal. Well, let's see here. I might have to actually take. I think I'm going to take an aspirin. Jaws kicking my butt. Sore. I will take 2 of these little chewy aspirins because I bought the wrong kind of aspirin. I don't know if there's a right kind of aspirin, but we'll take these. All right. All right. So, but also these 7 blades, unknown to them at the time of their forging, Davila, who was still loosely allied with Grix, I'll say, with Grix, injected into their makeup a subtle lust for power and revenge. Each sword would slowly pressure the wearer with thoughts of control and righteous punishment. All right, so we're going to take these back because what we're going to do is we're going to look at these swords and we're going to look at. Oops. What's going on here? Why did it not? Okay. Sometimes I don't like it when the keyboard doesn't do what I do. Okay, got the court, got the court. All right. So we do have Orintha. We'll take Fate and Destiny for 200, Alex. I'm going to get myself a note, just a text document here so I can copy these things back and forth properly. Boop. All right. I thought I had a succinct set up here. Didn't I have my own little frost notes? Oh, nope, I don't want that. All right, we'll go with this. Don't know who that is. I've gotten a call from that number before around the same time, which makes me think it's possibly something important, but also not. 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's not part of that. So we'll put her off to the side here. All right. There we got that. Let me pull this back to the entry here. All right. Right, let's go here. I think we'll go with that. I think we'll go with those. I think. Because they are all ones who were technically opposed. That would work. All right. I'm trying to get together the quintessential. Okay, why is it not finding? Sometimes this search function is just asinine. Why? Huh. Yeah, for some reason, when I searched for the word artifacts and relics, it would not find this entry. Don't ask me why. It just doesn't. I don't get it. Oops. There we go. Okay. Scam from a friend at Discord. Guess his account was just hacked. I hate scammers. Oof, not fun. Lame. I could go. Let's see. Let's see. All right, so these four have to be there. Which one would I take out of here? Which one would I take out of here? Maybe he made a secret sword. I think he's gonna make a secret sword too. We'll go with secret sword. Hey, found it this time. Okay, whatever. All right, so we're gonna put this in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, how am I doing on time? Do I have some time left? I got 20 minutes left. Woohoo! It's a dragon. Okay, we can close that. We're gonna go here. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but it is an entry on a thing in a place. We'll go with this one first. I wonder. I have to think about these names a bit. Come up with something good for them, but we're just gonna list them right now. Let's give them a little thingy here. Oh, how would that work though? I'm thinking about something. Because a blade given to a seer, or an oracle specifically, is not meant to, in this case, it would not be meant to subvert fate or whatever they'd seen. It would be to guide them on the right forked path of fate, I guess. All right. Find out something. Make sure I don't use the wrong name here. Okay. Oh, that's all right. All right, so that doesn't really help. The place. Person supposedly descended from those people. That's interesting. Oh, that's a weird name. I don't think I've ever seen that name. Nope, that one doesn't work. That's a silly sounding name. Biggest Dickus? Who names their kid Biggest Dickus? I'm kidding. That's not what it was. Okay, that is a very Greek name. and somebody would see that. The fun with looking through old names and putting them together is saying them out loud, thinking in my head, and realizing that the third grader and everybody will be like, haha, like Titicaca, and make fun of it. All right, what's this mean? Nope. That isn't at all what I asked. I don't think that would be a good choice. That's exactly what they did. They had a place called Shits and Giggles. It was cursed, so half the population would have the shits, the other half the giggles. Ugh. Sounds like a horrible place. No. Out, old flame. Flame up. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay. Why is that even a thing? I'm looking up some more etymology and these words. I'm like, wait, are they sure this is what this? That doesn't look right. Okay, here's what I need to. That's what I need to look up. Why is that? Okay, let me look this up here. Yeah, there he goes. Oh no, I can't find the. Dang it. I'm trying to find the translation of this phrase. But I can't get it to actually. English detected. No, it's not English. It is quite clearly Latin. This is why I don't trust any AI of any sort. It just sucks. It's just So bad. All right, there we go. Okay. So I'm writing up the stuff about these blades. Really simple things about them, like Xander's blade, the blade that was given to basically based off of Xander's merits, justice and light. This blade is going to exemplify justice and light in a way, but it's also going to have like that little tinge from Davila, which kind of messes things up and leads to a lot of people dying. Given to his son Ari to fight the giants in their ilk. And as we all know, Ari is buried in Arisium because he was killed defending the Caustic Strand in the Rambles from Grix's forces. And he fought to his last breath. And partially because of that blade. Renta's blade, given to the Oracle Mira to help guide the forces of good along the path of destiny. Hers took her in an interesting place. I'll write that story up a little later. Xerath's blade. Xerath obviously is the god of fire and war. It was given to General Gaius Abutius and Ibutius. I don't remember how to pronounce it. Scaurus. He later went to extreme lengths to force his men to face Grix's armies, literally incinerating a bridge behind them, cutting off their own escape and retreat. This ended up in a partial Pyrrhic victory, technically, literally, because they did stop them. The general was killed, the sword was lost, his army was decimated, but they did stop Grix's people. So if you want to go out there and find that sword, go for it. Burn the AI, let's do it. I'm back. Did I miss anything? Well, I'm writing up some blades, some swords. I've got 5 minutes left. I'm three swords into an 8-sword set. So, let's see. We got Xander, Erinth. Okay, so we're gonna do Orin's blade. Why is it not? Okay, there we go. Oops, I just moved the whole window over. Sorry about that. Keep forgetting that this thing is in fact not working again. It says no. Okay. Navigation pane broke again. It's so fantastic. It's the best. It's not the best. All right, let's go back up and find. I should just remember what page it's on or what page is near, so I don't have to keep trying to find it because the navigation can't find it properly. I don't have enough time to really get back to it anyway here, so. Okay, yep. The book is too big to be screwing around and digging through it here. There we go. Now it works magically. Just boop. All you have to do is stop using it and then use it again or complain about it. All right. So we're going to save that. Orin's blade is given to someone. I'm not going to say who. A person. A person. Is there a dark saber? No. No dark saber. No, weirdly enough, 99% of what I write has absolutely nothing to do with sex or perversity. It did weirdly. I don't know why. It's so strange. It's almost like that only comes up when, certain people are around. You know who you are. Really not that kind of stream. Strange. Yeah, I know. All right. So I'm going to get the heck out of here. I'm going to go check on cats. Oh, but it's stretch. Oh, there we go. My back pop. That's good. I'm going to get the heck out of here. I'm going to go make some coffee and whatnot. So leave a comment, leave a like. So comments matter here too. So if you guys can comment, it'll help the channel. It'll help these videos. So not full on comment brigade if you don't want to, but it'd be great if you could comment. And I will be back joining you all in about an hour. We'll see you on the New Year's stream. So have fun out there. Enjoy. And don't get into too much trouble in the next, hour and 1 minute or so. Get out of here. Exactly. Keep the best stuff for myself. Ooh. Woo! Everybody's going to be, well, hopefully everybody comes by the New Year's stream. I hope. So, yeah, I will see you guys in a bit. It'll be good. I will talk to you a little later. Have fun, and let's find the end button here. End button. Whoop.